Floods devastating southern Brazil have been exacerbated by deforestation. And this is according to experts who are urging the country to restore its forests and their vast water-retaining root systems. The key agricultural state of Rio Grande do Sul has been hit by an unprecedented climate disaster for the past 3 weeks. It is the region's fourth extreme weather event in less than a year, a phenomenon that scientists say is driven by climate change and deforestation. Experts say that Rio Grande do Sul lost 22% of its native vegetation, or 3.6 million hectares, from 1985 to 2022. Those wildlands have largely been replaced by fields of rice, eucalyptus, and especially soybeans, of which Brazil is the world's biggest producer and exporter.
Deforestation is one of the causes of global warming and has adverse effects, particularly on rainfall. The more we can maintain, conserve and restore soils, the less the impact of these intense rainfall and the climate events will be.
The floods did not just devastate agriculture, but also left one tiny indigenous community stranded. Take a look at our next report.
Stranded for weeks by record flooding in southern Brazil, one tiny indigenous community is determined not to evacuate what they consider sacred ancestral lands, and over which they are in dispute with real estate developers. The Mbia Guarani people have been living on this peninsula since 2018. They have long been at odds with Arado Empreendimentos Imobiliarios, a firm planning a massive residential development in the area. Heavy rains have battered the region since late April, washing out the road that provides land access to this village. Despite the isolation, Timoteo de Oliveira Carai Mirim, the chief of this community, says his people are staying put.
I'm going from here to the other end, over there. It is all we have. We are not going to leave our village.
The historic floods have killed over 160 people in the state of Rio Grande do Sul, and the government estimates that some 30,000 indigenous people here have been affected. This community alone has lost 5 houses to the floods, and the 17 people that live here now are dependent on donations to survive. Indigenous advocates say that Mbia Guarani fear that if they move to a shelter, they will never be allowed to return. Lawyers for Arado said the indigenous community's presence is protected by federal courts for the time being, but that they are prepared to take legal action if the community tries to expand by moving to higher ground. Amid the uncertainty, the local chieftain remains resolute.
Why would I be afraid? I will not be afraid because I am talking to our God. The Spirit told me to stay here. Nothing is going to happen to me, but with those bad people, only God knows if tomorrow or the next day it will last.